Occasionally when you're out photographing wildlife, the conditions just don't cooperate. With the help of a little Lightroom Classic and a little masking, you can create a wonderful silhouette. I'll show you how coming up. Hi, I'm Terry Vanderheiden, professional photographer, and the other day I was out trying to photograph some sandhill cranes that winter near me in Northern California. We showed up well before dawn and we could hardly see a thing. It was so foggy, almost all the details were non-existent. And the fog diffused the scene quite a bit. Now, in a situation like this, I try to think a little differently and say, hey, wow, this might make a good silhouette. So I took several shots as the sun was rising, knowing that it might be good silhouettes. And when I got back and opened them in Lightroom to finish the job, well, let me just show you how I did the processing of those images. Now, if you're a member of my mailing list and you already have received a link to download the image that I'm going to be working on for this episode. If you aren't a member and want to be, go to my website, imagelight.com, click on subscribe, fill out the form, and I'll put you on the list to receive notice of my videos, as well as advanced practice images so you can work along with me when the video gets released. All right, let's get into Lightroom Classic, and I'll show you how you can take a low contrast image and make it into a nice silhouette. So here's our image, sandhill crane out as the sun was rising. This is the absolute raw image that we're working with. Let's go ahead and make a virtual copy so we can go back to it if we'd like. Now, the first thing we have to do is we have to do a little bit of maintenance. So let's go to our crop tool and do a little cropping first. Now, when I want to crop here, I don't want to make it too tight on this bird, right? He's walking, across the screen like this. So we want to make sure he has some space to go. So I'll probably move this out to about here so it feels like the bird has some space to go. So let's go ahead and click on that. Now, the next thing we're going to do is try to remove a few things that are distracting. So let's hit the remove key and we'll come up here and we'll probably remove these birds. We're only seeing part of the birds. Let's remove those and we'll let Lightroom Classic figure out what they want to replace it with. Now we'll just click remove. And Lightroom Classic did a pretty good job. There's probably a little one here that we want to actually do one more time. There's a little bit of repeating of those weeds, so let's go ahead and remove those. So the next thing we want to deal with is some of the contrast here. So let's go ahead and bring up the contrast just a little bit. That's a little bit better. But let's also, we don't want to really, we want the silhouette to be the bird here, the animal here. So let's go ahead and start with creating a mask. And we're going to do an object mask. And we're going to take our rectangle and bring it around this bird right to there, right where his foot goes down into the water. There it creates a nice mask. You can see it kind of overdid a little bit. So let's go ahead and come in here and zoom up to that area. And let's go ahead and do a little bit of a remove. So we're going to do subtract and we'll use a brush. And we're just going to brush away the reflection part because we're going to deal with the reflection a little bit differently than the actual bird itself. All right, so as we got this here, let's go ahead and move this back. Now let's take our sliders for exposure, and what do we want to do? We want to bring that exposure down. So if we bring it all the way down here, it kind of looks like a cutout. So we want some sort of detail. So let's go ahead and just bring that probably about to there, right? That should probably be pretty good. Now let's do the same thing on the bottom half of the bird in the reflection. Let's go ahead and create. Let's create a new object mask. We'll see if Lightroom does a pretty good job here, but again, not quite exactly what we want. So we're going to have to add to this. Let's go ahead and try adding with our brush. So we're just going to brush this area here. See how it does. Does a pretty good job. So let's go ahead and add again. And we're going to add with our select objects, use a brush. And just a little bit more Got to add just a tiny bit more. There. Now the whole bottom part of the bird, the reflection of the bird, has been masked. So let's go ahead and tweak that a little bit. Now I want to bring the exposure down, but we don't want it to be more than what the actual bird is. So what we're going to do is we're probably going to bring it probably about a little lighter than the actual bird itself because it's a reflection. So we like this so far. Now let's see how else can improve this image. So let's go down to our mask again, create a new mask. And this one, we're going to select the background. So let's see how we do with this. So it does an okay job, but it didn't do all of it. So let's do this. Let's undo that. And we're going to go into our mask again, and we're going to do an object mask. Make sure that we got our little box selected. And we'll cover all of this. So it did a pretty good job selecting both of those together. So now what we're going to do is just come up here. We're going to click on invert the mask. And now we've got our background mask. Now that we've got our background mask, we can start tweaking with the colors. So we could, if we wanted to, bring our temp over, and that would make it obviously warmer. But I think a better way, so if I really want an orange, it's kind of hard to build. So what I think I like to do is come down here to color, click on this little box, then find an orange that I like. And, the degree of how much orange and depth we want is up to us. So depending on what we want, we can decide that way. We'll do a little extreme here for YouTube. Now we can see what we actually have going here, right? Now we've got a silhouette. We've got our bird. As we look at this now, we can probably go back and do a few changes to it. So let's go into this mask here and probably bring the exposure down just a little bit more. Let's go to our reflection mask and bring that exposure down just a little bit more. There we go. So now if you like this, then we're done. We've done this exactly how we want it. We've made a nice silhouette. We can compare it to what we started with, which isn't nearly as attractive as something like this where it's walking through the water. We eliminated the distractions and we created a complete silhouette here so that this has that detail to it. But we could probably take it a step further by going into Photoshop. Now, if you like this kind of content where we're working in Lightroom Classic as well as Photoshop or photography things, go ahead and hit the like button on this video. I'd appreciate that. That'd be great. Tell a friend about these videos too. Would be awesome. But subscribe if you haven't already been a subscriber, and hit that little bell icon and so you'll be reminded of my next video from YouTube, and that would be perfect. If you want to get a hold of me, you can always leave a comment in the comment section. I read all the comments and I get back to everybody. All right, let me show you the Photoshop part of this. So let's right click and edit in Photoshop. So we have our image here in Photoshop, and what we're going to do is try to make this reflection a little bit more distinct. And the way we're going to do that is selecting it. So let's go ahead and grab our rectangle marquee selection tool, bring this right along here till it's all selected. And we probably need to come up here just a little bit. So let's get our lasso tool, hold the shift key down, and we're just going to add a little bit of a selection right in there like that. So that kind of makes sure that we're covered on all of this. Now, what I like to do when I'm making a selection like this, I don't want this to be a sharp definition in this. So let's go ahead and go up to select, go up to modify, and go to feather. Let's feather this. We'll feather it by about 20 pixels. So that's a softer grade of reflection here. So let's go ahead and make a new layer here. And this is our section that's going to be blurred. So let's go ahead and go up to filter. And we'll go up to blur. And we'll go to motion blur. Now we've got a couple of different options that we can do to make this motion blur look a little more realistic. It depends on the angle that you're looking for. So you can turn this angle however you want. I think it looks pretty good vertical. And then how much we want, if we want it super blurry or if we don't want it as blurry, these are the tools that you're going to use. It's the distance of how much blur in this motion blur. So let's go ahead and probably about there, I think looks good. And click OK. Now what we've got is a nice silhouette, and then we can see that this is definitely a blurred image. So obviously we're just going to save that. So here's the original that we started with. And of course we had some distractions, but we really wanted to make it a stronger silhouette. So we selected the birds, made masks over the birds, both the reflection as well as the main subject. Then we also went and made a mask for just the background, changed it more to an orange color. And then we brought it into Photoshop and added a little blur in the water itself. All right, so that's how I do a silhouette. It's pretty easy, makes things go pretty quickly. So when you're out shooting and you get conditions that aren't that great, kind of think, hey, maybe this might make a great silhouette, or a different avenue, a way to go when you're out shooting to actually produce something that would be a lot of fun. All right, see you next time.